Hi everybody, and welcome to SA Cricket Weekend Wrap. Got Mark Keohane, avid cricket follower. And Mark, I think you're actually more passionate about cricket at one stage than rugby.
Always have been. Played them both at school, obviously. It was my favourite sport. And by default, when I started writing, kind of went the one way because the cricket writers were kind of ingrained for life in South Africa. Okay. So I love the game, yeah.
You know, let's chat about Donald Trump for 2 minutes. Funny guy. Opened a stadium and in India, and his pronunciation of the names Virat Kohli and Sachin Tendulkar.
Yeah.
We're going to post that. It's must see because it's quite funny, isn't it? I mean,
hilarious, and I think you got the Donald Trump virus there when you said it, Tendulkar. But just the way he pronounced it, clearly he's never heard of them. Yeah. He's never seen them, and I think the people can just kind of listen to it themselves.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a great watch. Good weekend for South African cricket.
Yeah, it's nice to say the men on top of the world, the women on top of the world. Didn't look like it in the first hour in Paul.
Are South Africa Australia's bogey team?
I wouldn't go as far as
in ODIs.
I wouldn't go as far as saying that. I think we're good enough to always box one win. Can we back it up with a second one? Because just as we show signs, we did it against England.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look, Mark, if you look, we've beaten Australia now. We beat them at the World Cup. We won the series in 2018, and I think we whitewashed them in 2017.
Yeah, we're first team ever to do 5-0 against them in an ODI. I just wouldn't say they're bogey team. I think they beat us as much as we beat them, but we aren't as intimidated by them as you think we should be, given the difference in class. I thought we were going to get rolled. We were 3 wickets down in the first 40 minutes. Yaneman Malang got a first baller. I'm sure he'll be back and perform better in his second opportunity. But Klaasen, wonderful knock and really played well. Verreynne played well. And then to post a competitive total, and Ngidi again, he's really bowling well at the moment.
Yeah.
And Paul is a great venue, you know. They should play all their cricket down in Paul and basically at Newlands. They get good crowds there, beautiful weather. Can they kick on? That's the key, and just build some confidence. The key though for me, it's a T20 World Cup year, not an ODI World Cup year. And you just tend to think the Australians' focus is very much on T20s.
Yeah. And the women advancing for the second time, I think.
Yeah, talking T20s, they beat Pakistan. Laura Wolfart, wonderful unbeaten half century. We're through to the semi-finals. We're hosting it was confirmed this morning, the 2022 Women's World Cup in South Africa.
Oh, fantastic.
And in the last 3 years, there's just been this incredible surge in our women's game, and I put a lot of it down to so many of them playing in the Big Bash in Australia, playing overseas, and kind of just showing that they're as good as anyone that's playing out there. So a really, really good news story, and long may it continue, especially for our women cricketers.
Yeah, let's hope so. Quickly, Kohli in New Zealand.
Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli.
Yeah, we just espoused his virtues a couple of weeks ago. Maybe we put the mockers on him. 50 average in every format of the game. But if you look at historically, the great batsmen go down to New Zealand and they can't buy a run, let alone score one. 9.5 average in the 2 test matches, and in all 3 formats, the T20s, the ODIs and the test, he scored just over 200 runs, an average of 19, and he averages over 50 everywhere. So Kohli doesn't fire on that tour. Sadly, India didn't fire, and they look so disinterested in those 2 test matches. Again, it is a T20 World Cup year, and they did take the T20 series 5-0. So I'd look at that one. That's what they went to New Zealand for more than anything else.
Yeah, and what do you think? What is it about New Zealand and the lack of runs from Kohli?
I don't know. I think it's the tracks they play on. It's those ones that they just drop in most places, and it is supposedly batsman friendly. But the New Zealand players are very particular about how they know how to play their home conditions. And to win the ODIs 3-0 and to win the Test Series 2-0, a great effort. Australia, the one side that tends to do okay in New Zealand. South Africa, when they've been on top of their game, can go to New Zealand to get a result. Every other team goes there and gets rolled. equally New Zealand go abroad and get rolled. So, yeah, good for the World Championship for New Zealand, and it brings India back a little bit because they were spoiled with those early home series, home test series. They screamed away on the log. It pulls them back a bit, and just shows they're not quite as good as maybe the world has made out to be in the last 2 years.